In the quiet clinics of Tokyo and the rural villages of Okinawa, Japanese doctors have observed a striking pattern in those who live vibrantly into their 90s. They don't just focus on what they add to their plates, but what they ruthlessly remove once they cross the threshold of 40. This isn't about temporary dieting, it is about biological preservation. As our metabolism shifts and cellular regeneration slows, certain modern staples become silent toxins. Today, we are decoding the 5 specific foods that leading Japanese longevity experts suggest you stop eating immediately to protect your heart, your brain, and your future self. Let's explore the wisdom of the world's longest living population and redefine your second act. The first culprit on the list is liquid sugar, specifically high fructose corn syrup and processed sodas. In Japan, the rise of metabolic syndrome is often linked to the adoption of Western-style sweetened beverages. After 40, your insulin sensitivity begins a natural decline. When you flood your system with liquid glucose, you aren't just gaining weight, you are inducing microinflammation in your arteries. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, who lived to 105, often emphasized that sugar is the primary accelerator of cellular aging. By eliminating these drinks, you allow your pancreas to breathe and your blood sugar to stabilize, preventing the glucose spikes that lead to brain fog and chronic fatigue. It is the simplest change with the most profound impact on your longevity. Second, we must address the hidden salt in ultra-processed convenience meals. While traditional Japanese cuisine uses miso and soy sauce, modern processed versions are packed with chemical sodium and preservatives that skyrocket blood pressure. After 40, your kidneys become less efficient at processing excess salt, leading to water retention and increased pressure on your delicate cardiovascular system. Japanese doctors recommend moving away from instant culture. These hidden salts hide in breads, frozen dinners, and even healthy snack bars. By switching to natural seasonings like ginger, vinegar, and dashi, you protect your vascular elasticity. It is about moving from convenience-led eating to consciousness-led nourishment, ensuring your heart doesn't have to work twice as hard to do its job. The third food to eliminate is anything containing industrial trans fats, often found in commercial margarine and shelf-stable baked goods. These artificial fats are essentially foreign objects to your body. After 40, the liver's ability to detoxify these synthetic lipids diminishes significantly. They clog your system, raising bad cholesterol while lowering the good. Many Japanese practitioners view trans fats as a direct threat to cognitive health, linking them to increased risks of dementia and cognitive decline. In the kitchens of the long-lived, you will find natural fats like those from oily fish or camellia oil instead. Removing these fake fats is like clearing the debris from a highway. It allows your blood and nutrients to flow freely to your brain and vital organs. Fourth is the overconsumption of refined white flour. In your 20s, your body might have handled a white baguette or a pile of pancakes with ease, but after 40, these refined carbohydrates act almost exactly like pure sugar. They lack the fiber necessary to slow down digestion, leading to rapid insulin release and fat storage around the midsection, the dangerous visceral fat. In Japan, there is a push to return to whole grains like brown rice and buckwheat, known as soba. These provide sustained energy without the crash. When you replace white flour with complex carbohydrates, you nourish your gut microbiome, which is the cornerstone of your immune system. Protecting your gut health in your 40s sets the stage for a disease-free old age. The fifth item is heavily charred or processed meats. While grilling is a favorite pastime, the high temperatures used to char meat create heterocyclic amines, which are known carcinogens. As we age, our body's DNA repair mechanisms become less robust. Japanese oncology experts often suggest steaming, poaching, or light sautéing as safer alternatives. Furthermore, processed meats like sausages and deli meats contain nitrates that have been linked to colorectal issues. The Japanese approach focuses on the hara hachi bu principle, eating until 80% full, and prioritizing high-quality protein over quantity. By choosing gentler cooking methods, you reduce the oxidative stress on your cells, effectively slowing down the internal clock of your biological systems. Removing these 5 foods isn't about deprivation. It's about the power of replacement. When you stop drinking soda, you discover the refreshing complexity of green tea, packed with EGCG catechins that boost metabolism. When you leave behind processed snacks, you make room for the fermented wonders of Japanese cuisine, like natto or miso, which provide essential probiotics. This shift in diet is a profound act of self-respect. It is an acknowledgement that your body is a temple that requires higher quality fuel as it matures. By making these changes in your 40s, you aren't just adding years to your life, you are adding life to your years, ensuring that your energy levels remain high and your mind remains sharp. Understanding your metabolism after 40 is key to why these foods are so detrimental. During this decade, muscle mass naturally begins to decline unless we are proactive. This means your resting caloric burn decreases. The 5 foods we've discussed are empty. They provide calories without the micronutrients needed to support muscle and bone density. Japanese health philosophy emphasizes mago wa yasashi, a mnemonic for a balanced diet involving seeds, fish, mushrooms, and vegetables. By following this guidance, you ensure that every bite you take is functional. You are essentially building a biological shield. This mastery over your intake allows you to maintain a healthy weight without the constant struggle of restrictive dieting, creating a sustainable lifestyle of wellness. There is a direct gut-brain axis that becomes increasingly sensitive as we age. The inflammation caused by sugar and trans fats doesn't stay in your stomach, it travels to your brain. This is often the source of the dreaded afternoon slump or the inability to focus. Japanese research into longevity often points to the low incidence of inflammation in elderly populations who stick to traditional diets. By removing these inflammatory triggers, you are essentially decluttering your neural pathways. Imagine the clarity of mind you could achieve by simply removing the biological noise caused by poor diet. Your 40s are a time of peak professional and personal contribution. You need your brain to be operating at its highest capacity, unburdened by the fog of bad nutrition. In Japan, the secret weapon against aging is fermentation. While we talk about what to stop eating, we must mention what the doctors suggest you embrace instead. Foods like fermented soy and pickled vegetables create a robust internal environment. These foods help counteract the damage done by years of eating the 5 forbidden foods. They provide vitamin K2, which is essential for bone health and preventing the calcification of arteries. As you move away from processed salt and sugar, your palate will naturally begin to appreciate these complex, umami-rich flavors. It is a journey of resensitizing your taste buds to the true flavors of nature. This transition is the hallmark of a sophisticated, longevity-focused lifestyle that honors the body's natural rhythms. Your environment plays a massive role in what you consume. Japanese doctors often suggest environmental hygiene, removing the temptation of these 5 foods from your home entirely. If the soda isn't in the fridge, you won't drink it. If the white bread isn't in the pantry, you will reach for the oats. This simple act of curation reduces the decision fatigue that often leads to poor eating choices after a long day of work. By age 40, we have established deep habits, but the environment is the strongest lever to change them. Surround yourself with the tools of health, high-quality teas, fresh produce, and whole spices. When your surroundings reflect your goals, your body will naturally follow suit, making the path to longevity a journey of ease rather than a battle of will. As we conclude this exploration into the wisdom of Japanese longevity, remember that your 40s are not the beginning of the end, but the start of a more refined and intentional chapter. By removing liquid sugar, hidden salts, trans fats, white flour, and charred meats, you are making a profound investment in your future. You are choosing vitality over convenience. The doctors of Japan don't view these changes as a burden, but as a liberation from the ailments that plague the modern world. Start today by making just one replacement. Choose green tea over soda or brown rice over white. These small, consistent choices compound into a lifetime of health. Your future self is waiting to thank you for the decisions you make at your very next meal. Choose wisely, live long, and thrive.